Alright, so I'm going to tell y'all about my graduation and how it turned out. So I recently graduated with a bachelor's in criminology, minoring in psychology. And my graduation didn't turn out the way I expected it to turn out. I'm going to tell you why. So I only had my mom, my brother, and my two homeboys at my graduation. First of all, my mom and my brother showed up late, so they couldn't even be inside the auditorium. They had to be at a secondary location watching everything on a big screen TV. Cool. I'm not even mad because at least they made the effort to come out. And my mom actually left her job to come to my graduation and go back to her job. So definitely not mad about that. And shout out to my boy Rome and Stan. I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't know how much that means to me that you guys made it your business to be at my graduation. I definitely respect that for sure. So shout out to you guys. But yeah, so I only had 4 people at my graduation, and only 2 of them were on the inside, which was my photographer and my homeboy. Well, both my homeboys. My photographer is my homeboy as well. So it was only us in the auditorium in the graduation, and my other homeboy Rome had to go do a consultation, so he had to ride out. So he was only there for a little bit. It was a big struggle for me to achieve this degree. It was a lot of sweat and tears. It was a lot of late nights up. It was a lot of days that I had missed class because I had a depression held me down. But I had to crunch within the last semester. I had so much work that I had to get caught up on because the depression held me back so much. So it was me doing, I think I had 4 more classes that I had to finish. Yeah, 4 more classes. And then I had to finish 3 other classes that I had incompletes for because of how the depression had me. So technically I was really doing 7 classes in one semester and trying to graduate at the end of that semester, because the semester ended like one Friday and then the next Saturday we had our graduation. So it was crunch time. And it was big for me. Like when I finally realized that I made it, I was gonna graduate, I was super excited because I'm like, man, I went through a lot to get to this point, and to know that I'm able to actually achieve it and graduate, man, I was psyched. I was dope, man. I was woohoo, y'all don't even know, I was way up here. And I get it, my graduation plans kind of got messed up, and I'll give y'all the story about how that worked out, because I almost didn't even graduate. So the way, actually I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all now. The way that it almost didn't work out was I owed the school some money. And my check, because I work on commission, so my check that I was going to get was going to be enough for me to be able to pay. But what had happened was, the morning when I woke up, because I owed some money, because the way it works is, I ain't going to tell y'all how it works because I ain't trying to put my job out there like that, but anyways, the money I was supposed to get, it so happens that I didn't get that total amount. I got like half of that. I had rent to pay, I had light bill, I had other stuff I had to take care of. So I had to take care of that. I couldn't pay for school. So I kind of had it fit in my head that I wasn't even going to graduate. I was going to wait till the next year to graduate, because they only do graduation once a year. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm upset. I'm whatever. I went around, I started doing research. One of my homegirls reached out to me. She was like, yo, there's a scholarship going on. Go try to see what's going on with it. So I went, I applied for the scholarship, all that. I got the scholarship the day before graduation. We were supposed to graduate May 12th. I got my scholarship money sent to the school on May 11th. I didn't get my paperwork, and I think I got a picture of my phone. I didn't get my paperwork signed till 4:53. And the cutoff time on that day, which was the Friday before graduation, was at 5 o'clock. So I had 7 minutes after getting my paperwork, getting the last signature, to go from one side of campus to go all the way on the other side. And I had parked my car, so now I had to walk all the way across to try to make it to the registrar office before they closed, so that way I could give them all my paperwork so I could graduate. It was crazy. It was from going around trying to get the signature, trying to get in touch with another professor to get him to sign the paperwork so I could bring the paperwork to registrar office, so that way I could go ahead and get them to put in so that I'm good to graduate the next day. And then when I finally got that sorted out, then they got the scholarship money. They're like, well, it's not posted to your account yet, so we can't let you graduate until it posts. So I had to go to another person in the admin office and try to get them to force it through, because he was like the big dog or whatnot. And he was like, all right, look, we got the money for sure. It's showing here. Go ahead and sign her off. She's good to go. So, all right, cool. We got that squared away. And that evening, I texted everybody. I was like, yo, I'm good. I'm graduating tomorrow. Come through if you can. Which I get it. It was last minute. It was kind of not a sure thing. Everybody kind of already had it in their mind that I may need to graduate the next year instead of graduating this year. So I get it. It was kind of last minute, and it was a pressure trying to get people to come out. But understand, because of the depression that I'm going through, it really hurt to look around the audience and not see anybody there that's blood related to me, other than my homeboys. Y'all don't get offended. But other than my homeboys, there was nobody blood related to me inside the auditorium cheering me on. My kindergarten, my basic school graduation coming at Jamaica. Basic school graduation, I had family there. Primary school graduation, same thing. High school graduation, mad support. It was only my college graduation I ain't had no support. But this was a time in life that I understood a little bit more than back when I was a kid. Back when you was a kid, you don't really understand how crucial or how touching a graduation is, or how big of an achievement it is to graduate, to say you've completed something, to show you're not a quitter, to show that you can start something and get it done. It's a big thing. And to know that I really didn't have much support there, it really hit me. But you know what? I've learned to try to find the positive in every situation. The positive in this for me is, at least my mom still made the effort. At least my brother drove all the way from Homestead to all the way to Miami Gardens, which is an hour away. So he made the effort to do that. And my two homeboys was there. And I got pictures to remember my graduation. So at the end of the day, it's not all bad, but it really did hit me. It really, and it still kind of bothered me a little bit. So, I'm working through it. I look at my degree every day, and I smile at it, and I just try to find a positive in it and say, you know what, man, at least I graduated. At least I made it. Ain't nobody had to be there for me, but at least I did it. Would have been nice to be able to celebrate with my family. And even if they couldn't have made it to the graduation, but at least to be able to be there, to celebrate after the fact, let's get a gathering, let's do something. Nothing like that. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm the first of my mom's kids to graduate college. So that was also another big thing for me. And it was Mother's Day, because May 12th was Mother's Day. May 12th, 2018 was Mother's Day. May 13th was Mother's Day. And May 12th was when I graduated. So that was the graduation gift from my mom. I felt like there was no material thing that I could have bought her. No flowers, no roses, no cards, no edible arrangements, no purse, no jewelry, no nothing I could have given her that would have, to me, that would have been more impactful than me giving her this degree. Because that degree I did for her. And I know my dad had the audacity to tell my mom that I did that for him. Sir, if you're watching this, no, I did not. I did that for my mom. This struggle that I went through was for her. Because when I had no food, she had me. That lady went hungry to send me to school. Hungry. You know what I'm saying? So I did that for her. She deserves every sweat, every late night, everything I went through. It's for you. It's all for you, mama. It's not for him. That ain't for you, man. Sorry. You wasn't even there. But like I said, man, that's how my graduation turned out. So I really had no support in my graduation. But at the end of the day, you know what, man? I did it. And I'm a little bit more educated now. But, yeah, so I did it. I made it. And it was tough. It was a struggle. In the end, I still didn't have a lot of support there with me. I didn't have a lot of people understanding. Even when I was in school and going to work and trying to make ends meet and working full-time and working, going to school full-time. And it was tough. It was tough, but I made it. And even with the minimal amount of support that I had at my graduation, I'm still grateful to God, because it could have been nothing at all. And even though it still hurts me, man, I'm still trying to find ways to kind of like get past it. And it's going to take a little bit of time, especially with depression. a lot of times little things like this kind of stick with you a little bit longer than you'd want them to. But yeah, man, I made it anyways. I graduated, man. Class of 2018. I did it. At the end of the day, man, it don't even matter. I did it. I made it. That's what matters the most. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm still happy my mom came out. So wasn't all that bad. Could have been better, but it wasn't all that bad. So, but yeah, that's my graduation story. Thank y'all for watching. Like I said in my last post, well, like I typed because I didn't get a chance to say it, I'm going to try to do these vlogs every day if I can, or every other day, so that way you could be here, be in my life, see how I do what I do, how I cope with this depression, how I still make every day matter, how I still find positive in every day, how I still find a silver lining behind every gray cloud. Rock with me and see if I can show you guys that. All right. Appreciate y'all for watching, man.